Okay, going to try this again for the third time. And again, if you're joining us, this is more of a tech rehearsal than anything else. I'm trying to work out all the kinks here. So hopefully everybody can hear me. Um, hopefully everybody's joining us. I know I'm getting inundated with texts right now from people going, it's not working, buddy. Like, give up. But I'm going to keep going. Um, so let's start over. My name is James. Uh, Show that I started pandemic. I am the attorney, a human being, and somebody who is been enthralled over the past couple years with conversations with the advent of podcasting and how big it's been. This has been something that has really intrigued me and something that I've wanted to do for a while. So Seems Legit kind of grew out of the pandemic, where everybody was home, everybody was kind of cooped up, people weren't working. The one thing we did have as a part of, we're kind of shut off from the rest of the world. And I know Rory, who has been gracious enough to host this show on the nextgenusa.com, is from California. I know there's hosts from all over the country. So more states were shut down than others. Our free state of Florida was one of the least shut down, one of the ones that did not get as much of the political turbulence that some of the other country experienced. However, that doesn't mean that I was shut off from a lot of people. I was kind of Cooper and I were home more than we had ever been before. And so I decided to start this show to kind of open up lines of communication. There was a lot of misinformation that was being spread during the pandemic. There was a lot of untruths being told, and we weren't, told what was going on. And so at that point, I decided, you know what? Let's open up the lines of communication. Let's get a dialogue going between people. And it was funny because starting it on Facebook and then kind of moving it over to YouTube in the later episodes, um, connecting with members, and everybody's home. So I was doing it, I believe, on Thursdays at 7 o'clock, and it was crazy to see how many people were home and participating because people felt shut off from the rest of the world. And so this is something now where we're obviously in a new studio. We're obviously technology is a little bit different. Obviously, we're going to be brought on not only Facebook, not only YouTube. I'm also going to be doing LinkedIn as well as the nextgenusa.com, which is going to be a grassroots platform of which to figure out the best way to take the show forward. I'm hoping as much as possible to be having a guest sitting in that chair next to me. And as much as the politicalization of kind of all media has been occurring, I'm going to try to keep this as non-political as possible. And so I think whatever I can do to help people achieve some sort of dialogue with each other in order to I think that's what this podcast is really going to be about. So I hope you tune in. I hope everybody stays with me for the coming weeks, because we will be continuing forward. Yeah, there's that. So where I wanted to start tonight, obviously, is what's going on in today's world, and what we're seeing is an advent, more so than anything else, I think. Uh, Roles to be played in terms of for people like me, to kind of understand what direction I'm supposed to be headed in my life. And when you have some sort of deficiency in that arena, right? So everything in your life is kind of determined by your society, by your culture, by the people around you, your family. But at some point, which is weird, right? At some point, you're forced to make decisions for yourself. And I never was watching something earlier today, LaBeouf and the dude Wall Street, which 2 hour long podcast already had like a million views in like a few days. But he's talking about like there's nothing in this country, at least where I grew up, where we don't have like a puberty ceremony for men, where at some point you have to be a man or you have to make that transition into manhood. And for me, it's been sort of a difficult understanding because in my society, it's always been, oh well, when you get your driver's license, since you're a man, you to military, you're a man, or life and the Lex Friedmans and everybody else, the fact that they're able to have conversations and